Hello, agate lovers. What do you think these are? These little guys here. Give up? These are baby Laguna agates. Baby Laguna agates. I get these at my rock shop for 75 cents a piece. So I'm not expecting a whole lot, but it'll be fun to cut these open and see what's in them. This video is part of my fan appreciation series. And by that I mean I was able to get a little ad revenue from YouTube. I took that money and I went back to my local rock shop in Austin and I bought several different rocks to make these videos, including these 4 little baby Laguna agates. So let's take these into the shop, cut them open and see what's inside. And at that point we'll decide what to do next. We can either polish the cut sides or maybe just toss them in a tumbler. I'm not sure. Let's find out what's inside and then we will decide. Okay, here we go. Let's get started cutting these things. Now, because these are small, I'm just going to use my trim saw to cut through them. What will this first one have? This little baby Laguna. What will be in here? Let's see. Well, you know, that's kind of interesting. I like that. How about this next one? Now, I'm never really sure how to cut these. I'm just randomly picking an angle and cutting it in half. Let's see. What did I find? That's odd looking. A little mossy, I think. What about this one? What will we find inside this one? Let's see. Okay, the cut is finished. Just cleaning up the edges a little bit. And, well, it's dark red. Okay, now for the last one. Will this one be an exciting looking agate? And the answer is, Okay, our baby Lagunas are cut. You saw them, not too interesting. Maybe a little banding in this one. Oh, not much to look at. I don't think it's worth trying to polish these things. So instead, let's just do this. Let me go ahead and toss these in a tumbler. I'll get them rolling, get them nice and smooth. Then we'll move them onto the vibratory tumbler to polish them. Hopefully when that's done, they will be beautiful little rocks. And I emphasize little because these are small right now. And you know how smooth I like my rocks to tumble. All right, so I'll update this video once these have finished with the coarse stage. Check it out, our little mini Laguna agates have been coarse grit tumbled. This is as smooth as I'm going to get them. There's some interesting features in these. What do you think? I have high hopes these will actually turn out to be rather interesting once we get them polished. Especially this one, I like this one a lot. Especially that hole right there, isn't that cool? Yes, I didn't want to continue grinding this one. I didn't want to lose that little natural bridge right there. And we have this one here. So I think they tumbled pretty cool. Lots of detail in there. Now let's see how shiny we can get them. I'll get them in the vibratory tumbler for my little 4-step, 8-day process. Once they're nice and shiny, I'll bring them back in here and we'll take a closer look. The baby Lagunas are all finished with their polishing. Check it out. Now they've been cut and polished. What do you think? We're using Rango as a backdrop. Oh, thanks Rango. Let's take a look at these and see how they turned out. This first one had lots of chalcedony in it. As you can see, this small piece here, there's a little bit of banding in there. Took a good shine. This piece has that interesting, some kind of inclusion in there. I don't know what that is, but it's cool looking. Also took a great shine. Do not know how these originally went together. Have no clue. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like that. Next up is this one, which doesn't really look much like a Laguna agate, although it does have some beautiful stuff in it. If you look closely, you can see there's definitely some agate goodness in there. Almost like a moss agate, maybe? Not what I was expecting from a Laguna agate, but still very pretty. Don't you think? Good shine. This one had a little issue right up here. I think something broke off during the vibratory tumbling. Maybe not, maybe that's how it was. Can't remember, but it looks a little rough up there. And again, I don't know how this one went together either. These have been ground down so much, there's no telling. Well, maybe like that. This one actually turned out pretty cool, and when I first cut it, I thought it was going to be the worst of the batch, but look at this, the colors and that beautiful little banding in there. Now that's a Laguna agate, a baby Laguna. Isn't that pretty? Look at the color, the pink and the red. Wow, maybe small, but a good looking little rock nonetheless. Let's see if we can get those back together. It would have been something like, well, we can match these. Yeah, something like that, I think. That's what it would have been before we cut it. I saved the best for last. Now this is the one that has the really interesting natural bridge on it there. And as you can see, it has some cool banding in there, some quartz. This one actually is really cool, I think. What do you think? And then we got the natural bridge. Makes me want to go to Utah, to one of those national parks. Don't they have something just like that? Yeah, look at those colors in there. You can just make out a little bit of purple in there, a little bit of orange. Very cool. And this would have gone together, oh, I don't know, whoop, something like, maybe, yeah, probably something like that before it got cut. There you go. There are the baby Laguna agates all cut and polished. What do you think? I sure want to thank all of you for watching these videos and allowing me to get a little ad revenue from YouTube, which of course is what purchased these. Now mind you, they were only 75 cents a piece, so I probably could have afforded them without the ad revenue, but it's just nice to reinvest back into this little channel of mine. So thank you again for watching. I do appreciate it, and please be sure and check my other videos for more like this. Thanks again.